Hello guys and welcome back to my channel. Now, as you guys are all aware, the new competitive season is starting tomorrow in Overwatch, so I thought for today's video, let's just talk about what we can expect in the upcoming season. Now before we continue, I just want to take a moment and thank you guys so much for all the support you've given me over the past week. Right now I'm studying for exams and my stress levels are through the roof, so making videos is one of the only ways that I'm keeping myself sane. I know a lot of you who are new here have probably come from my Mercy videos, so I hope you found them useful somewhat, and I hope to continue making enjoyable content for you in the future. But anyways, that's enough of that. Let's get started right into the video. Okay, so taking a step back, Season 11 was quite a ride. There were a lot of changes in Overwatch. We got Symmetra's rework, we got a new hero, which is Hammond of course, and then we got various hero balance changes. We got the nerf to Mercy and Brigitte, we got buffs to Ana, Moira and Lucio. Now some of these changes worked out quite well, whereas others didn't, so it's interesting to see how this is going to affect the game going into the new competitive season. For starters, let's talk about meta, which isn't something that I personally believe in too much in solo queue. I believe that you can make any hero work if you really master that hero and become good at them and learn their ins and outs. But anyways, there is an overarching meta that most people sort of conform to or believe people should run in order to have the highest chance of winning. But anyways, in the middle of Season 11, the meta really shifted a lot from, the Zarya Hanzo combo that everyone absolutely hated towards one where you could pretty much play any hero and it wouldn't really be too bad, and it would sort of work depending on whatever team comp that you were running. I think this is going to continue into Season 12, with the major difference being that the power levels have shifted now and you're going to see a lot more of some particular heroes that we didn't really see that much of in Season 11. For starters, I think the dive comp is really making its way back into the game. We're seeing a lot more D.Va and Winston picks, and of course Hammond being the new hero is also a dive tank, so that just reinforces that even further. Unfortunately, Hammond is quite inconsistent at the moment. He does get countered quite easily by crowd control, so hopefully we do see some sort of buff for him. If he does get that buff and he does become quite a strong pick, then it's just going to reinforce a dive meta even further. Now, tanks aside, I do think Ana is the strongest support in the game right now, especially in the right hands, and given the Mercy nerf, she is probably going to be the go-to healer in most games that we see. I also think we're going to see a lot more of Moira now. I think she's in a pretty good spot in that she's the perfect balance of just healing, damage dealing, as well as being able to keep herself alive. And she just works so well with dive comps, being able to keep her teammates alive, but also being able to put pressure on the enemy team herself through her damage. Now, can we expect to see Mercy played a lot in Season 12? My honest opinion is yes. I think the Mercy mains are going to continue to play her, even though she's in a pretty bad spot right now. The thing is, I don't think she's trash, okay? The bottom line is, I just think she's so lackluster compared to Ana and Moira at the moment. And I do think the Mercy community is already doing a lot in trying to get Blizzard to listen to their feedback and make Mercy better. So it's in their court now, and I don't know, it's up to them whether they want to listen to the feedback or not. I think all the other heroes in the game are in a somewhat decent spot. I think everyone has their own niche to fill, everyone has their own counters, so it really depends on the matchup at the end of the day. And obviously some heroes such as Torb and Symmetra aren't going to be as well liked as other heroes, but that's just how their kits are. And unfortunately the rework hasn't really changed anything about that, especially for Symmetra. So I mean, what can you do? It's not that she's bad. I think her rework is actually great. It's just a lot of people still don't understand how to work around it, and I don't think that's really going to change in Season 12. Okay, so putting all that aside, what else can we expect in the next season? I think personally, when it comes to social features, Blizzard is going to keep improving and implementing different features that improve not only your engagement with the game, but also your interactions with other players as well. So in Season 11, obviously the endorsement system was there, but it was sort of half-half. Some people used it, some people didn't, and even when people used it, it felt like people weren't really thinking about who they were endorsing. It's more so that they get the XP from it, if that makes sense. We also had the looking for group feature, which admittedly I didn't use at all, simply because it was impossible for me to find a game. I was literally queuing for like 20 minutes and I still wouldn't find a game, so that didn't really work out very well. I hope that Blizzard continues refining this feature, and if they can eventually bring in a proper role queue that allows players to select the roles they want to fill, I think that would be a godsend for those of us who only solo queue. And yeah guys, I think that's pretty much it for what we can expect from Season 12. I think there's going to be a focus on just improving the game balance overall. I think we might get a chance of seeing a new hero, but personally I don't want a new hero in the game when the existing heroes aren't really completely balanced either. But I don't know, what do you guys think about that? And also of course there's going to be the Halloween event rolling in October, which I hope is going to be a blast, and I really do hope it's a lot better than the lackluster Summer Games event that literally just ended. But yeah, let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye guys.